Ever stop to think how much those little impulse buys on your phone are adding up to, and how many subscription payments are sneaking out of your bank account every single month? Before I started using Rocket Money, let me tell you, I had no idea. But the first time I logged in, I saved $435. I couldn't believe it. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. I just love the dashboard. It shows everything in one place, even the subscriptions you forgot you signed up for. And if there's something you don't need, Rocket Money helps you cancel it. Plus, it alerts you if a bill increases or if something unusual pops up in your account. It's basically like having a personal assistant for your money. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/Kim today. That's rocketmoney.com/Kim. rocketmoney.com/Kim. Hey, this is the third hour of the Kim Komando Show. So glad that you're here with us. Sit back and enjoy. I don't know if you noticed, Andrew, but these big tech companies, they always have to have these product announcements.
I know.
They have these big events.
Is this all Apple's fault? Were they the first one to do this and everybody just got in line and copycat?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Pretty much. I mean, Steve Jobs came out and it was always like, and that's one more thing. And the last thing was always the kicker.
Right.
You know, and it's like a big show. So this past week, Mark Zuckerberg had the big show for Meta's new $800 Ray-Ban display smart glasses.
Okay.
He was wearing t-shirt and shorts, by the way, which I thought, you know, somebody should have made him dressed a little better.
He's a cool guy now. I'm sorry.
Is that it?
Yeah, you can't hold him back.
Okay. The old ones could only snap pics, record video, and take calls. So these are just regular, they look like regular sunglasses. But now there's a display in the lens for apps, maps, alerts, live translations. It's controlled by a neural band wristband that reads nerve signals in your hand so you can swipe and click and move your hands around in the air to do this. When I say they look like regular sunglasses, they look like nerdy sunglasses.
Okay.
I mean, really thick frames because they had to get the camera in there.
Yeah, you got to put computers in there.
Here's some audio of Mark Zuckerberg demoing them.
Oh, cool.
Boz WhatsApp video call.
There we go. Uh-oh. Well, let's see what happened there. That's too bad. I don't know what happened.
Boz WhatsApp video call.
All right, try it again. I keep on messing this up. I don't know what to tell you guys. All right, we're gonna have Boz come out here, and we're just gonna go to the next thing that I wanted to show, and hope that will work.
Okay.
Where do I buy one?
Exactly. But did you notice how Zuck passed the buck?
Oh, absolutely.
And said it was bad Wi-Fi.
Buzz, is that the person that came in and fixed it?
Yes.
We're going to have Buzz come out here?
Buzz.
This is the kind of stuff that happens when you hire someone named Buzz.
But this is also the kind of thing happen that you see the whole demo on stage and everything works perfectly.
Right.
And then you get it home and you're like, damn, it don't work.
Hey, Buzz, come fix mine.
And on that happy note, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's called the Kim Komando Show because I just happen to be America's beloved digital goddess, Kim Komando, here with you once again. And joining me, as always, is Andrew Babinski, our co-host and also the co-host of the morning show on 99.9 FM. And we're broadcasting loud and clear on over 425 top radio stations across the country. We're streaming everywhere. And I'm in your favorite podcast app. Just search for Commando with a K, because of course it's with a K. And to everyone listening on the American Forces Network Radio, thank you. You always have our full salute. And the Commando hotline's open right now at 1-888-825-5254. Or head over to Ask Kim at commando.com to schedule your one-on-one with us right here on the show. You know, every single day, rain or shine, holidays, vacations, weekends, weekdays, as I make sure that I know exactly what's happening in the tech space. And here are some trends that you need to know about. And we're going to start with Topsfield, Massachusetts. We're going to go there, Andrew. Lynn Schuler, she looked up her yard's trees and she had no idea that her insurance company was actually looking down on the trees. She was a customer for over a decade. She had no claims. Then came the email. A drone photo of her house warning her she had 6 weeks to cut back those branches on those trees or she would lose coverage. So she had to pay $1,200 to trim the trees rather than losing her policy and then risking her mortgage. And she said she loved those trees. How do you feel about that?
I mean, it's technically in public. I don't know. I don't feel like a company that does that they're trying to get every single dime out of you as possible. Where was she again, in Massachusetts? Because I know this is really popular in California and Florida.
Topsfield.
Okay.
I don't know where Topsfield is.
It's near the top. And
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
So smart. This guy's brilliant. Brilliant, I'm telling you.
I know these insurance companies are trying to get out of insuring homes in California and Florida.
Yeah.
But why not if they can get more money? But what's the benefit of canceling someone?
I think it's a little bit of do this or else, because it's pretty hard to get insurance in California. I can tell you that firsthand.
Yeah, I know that.
It's
sure.
hard
you
to
told
get
us the stories.
It's very, very difficult to get insurance. But also keep in mind too that county assessors are also using drones to figure out if you did an addition.
Sure.
And it's not just drones; it's Google Photos and Google Earth.
One of the biggest arguments I ever got with someone is, do you have the right to privacy when you're sitting in your backyard?
Yes.
If I'm in a balcony in my house and I live right behind you,
You can look over.
you have zero privacy.
And you remember that call that we took years ago where the woman she liked to go naked in the hot tub? I don't know. Maybe you were out that day or something. But
Maybe
she was.
I would have remembered this.
Okay, yeah. Then you weren't. You were out that day. But she lived in like Montana,
Okay.
and she had a hot tub on like the corner of her property, and she liked to go in the hot tub naked. Okay. And she said, and I asked her if she was voluptuous, and she said yes.
Okay.
Okay. But her
That sounds like a question I would have asked.
her next door neighbor put cameras on his trees pointing down at her spa.
Right.
Okay. So she wanted to know if that was legal or not.
Of course it is. They're on his property.
Right. Right. But it's looking down on her spa and her nakedness.
It's looking to where it looks. And whatever gets in its way is their responsibility.
The Great Firewall of China. You know about that. Have you heard about that?
No.
Oh, it's where communist China censors, monitors, and tracks everybody online.
Oh, well, yeah, that's just what they do. They're a communist country.
So everything's censored. But what came out this past week, 100,000 documents just leaked from Gedge Networks, a Chinese tech company that's tied to the country's censorship system. See, you can't look up certain things if you're in China.
Right.
Like Tiananmen Square.
Correct.
You can't say anything bad about the president or anybody else there. So here's what they found. At the core is something called the Tihagao Secure Gateway. It's the overseer. It scans everything. It filters everything. It sits inside data centers, and it stops things that people shouldn't be looking at or seeing. They also use something called the cyber narrator. It gives the government operators a live view of every single person using the internet.
Wow.
Okay. Where they are, what sites they're visiting, and if they're on a VPN. Every single person in China.
And I don't know if you guys know this. China's got a lot of people.
Look that up.
Yeah, what is the population?
It also shows a prototype reputation score. Everybody in China starts with a reputation score of 550. Now, unless you verify your ID, give a facial scan, and all your job information, you can't hit 600. And if you don't have 600 in your reputation score, you cannot use the internet.
Oh, gosh.
So everybody in China has the reputation score, and everybody gets it. And so think about what China has. Now let's fast forward to Facebook having ads for sex dolls.
Right. Go ahead, go buy that box, Zuckerberg.
So how many people?
So the United States is third when it comes to population by country at 347 million. China is second at 1.41 billion.
What's number one?
India.
Oh, how many?
1.4 or 1.46 billion.
Oh. So if China can figure this out.
If they can monitor and score and look at what 1.4 billion people are doing, I think Facebook can prevent the sale of sex dolls.
To pedophiles because they're 6 and 8 year old girls.
Go get that box, like I said.
Boy, I don't know if you've checked this out, but YouTube has rolled out a whole bunch of stuff this past week. Really great. AI dubbing will copy your voice and tone in other languages.
Oh, that's cool.
Jamie Oliver saw his views triple. Thumbnails also get the translation glow up. In addition to that, if you are trying to make a short for YouTube, have you tried Veo yet?
No.
The Nano Banana? Oh my gosh. Amazing. Well, now if you're a YouTube creator, all that's built right in. It's really great. We have a clip of how this works. That means that there's a bad joke coming if you're new to the show. What do you call Snoop Dogg on Mount Everest? You ready?
Le plus haut endroit sur Terre. Oh, d'accord. Ce n'était pas si mal, Xandra. Ça ne l'était pas. C'est elle qui s'occupe
Okay,
de tous
because
les
I have no
Why
idea.
do you have a man's voice?
Because they don't have females yet.
They don't. Come on, YouTube. In the age of diversity and 3,600 different genders, you didn't think before you rolled it out you'd have a woman too?
Nope.
Well-
yeah, just get a guy.
We don't need that, Carl, because there's no women on YouTube. It's just Mr. Beast and 1,000 other guys. We don't need a women voiceover. What a joke.
That's what I said when Grant told me that. I'm like, you're kidding me. He's like, well, that's why we haven't used it, because it's just a man's voice. I'm like, I don't care. Just put it up there. Doesn't matter. People call me. I was at hotels in Europe all last week, and everybody's like, yes, Mr. Commando. When I would call down, I'm like, whatever. I'm fine with that. Let's see. I think you and I talked about this. This woman in Japan who met a guy on social media.
Okay.
He said he was an astronaut.
Yes. Okay, now I recall
Okay.
this.
He drops the line, I'm in space right now, my ship's under attack, and I'm running out of oxygen.
Right, and he needed $6,000.
So she wired him $6,700 so he could buy more oxygen on the
Sure.
International Space Station.
Just have Amazon zip up some oxygen, save everybody's life.
I'm in space right now. My ship's under attack.
Wasn't a little old lady, though?
Yeah, she was 80. But still.
Still.
I mean, come on.
I was going to call her adult, but I'm not going to.
No.
Because she's a little old lady.
You know, I was thinking about asking for some money. I was on Mars.
Were you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was it.
You need to get some room service while you're on Mars.
Really? Tell me that is going to be a problem. All right, coming up, we're going to be talking about why celebrities are wearing old school headphones. I don't know if you noticed that. And I saw so many people doing this in London. It was really crazy. If you have a vacation that you can't take, how you can sell it, so this way you won't lose some money. And we have a special guest joining us. It's a brand new team member.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Have I been introduced yet?
I think you have.
Okay.
But I'm really liking his work.
Okay.
He's doing amazing work. I also like that, you know, he comes prepared.
Is that a veil shot at me?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think you're a little sensitive. And we have that and all of your phone calls coming up here on the Kim Commando Show. If you own a home, listen up. This is scary. The FBI is warning about a crime on the rise, home title theft. And it doesn't happen the way you might think. No break-ins, no stolen keys, just a forged signature on a single piece of paper filed with the county. In minutes, criminals can transfer the title out of your name, then use your ownership to drain your equity or even sell your home. The worst part, most people don't know what's happening until they get collection or foreclosure notices in the mail. That's why I trust Home Title Lock. When you visit HometitleLock.com/Kim, you'll get a free title history report and a 14-day free trial of their $1 million triple lock protection, including 24/7 monitoring of your home's title, urgent alerts to changes, and if fraud does happen. Their U.S.-based restoration team will work to restore your title, covering costs up to $1 million. Don't wait. Protect your home and equity today. Get your free 14-day trial at HometitleLock.com/Kim. That's HometitleLock.com/Kim. Hey, if you haven't already signed up for our free newsletter, what the heck are you waiting for? Join over 1 million folks who get our free newsletters and sign up right now over at getkim.com. Every single day, you are just going to be tech ahead. You never left tech behind. That's getkim.com. All right, Andrew, how about we start some phone calls? Frosty in Phoenix, Arizona. Hi, Frosty.
Hello. I love the show.
So I have to ask you, where did the name Frosty come from?
Especially Frosty in Phoenix.
Yes.
How are you not melted?
Well, it's my last name.
Oh, okay. So what's going on?
Well, I remember some years ago, Kim talked about bad reviews that companies have gotten on the web, and my car wouldn't start one day, and so I needed to get it over to Chapman's Tire. That is the garage that I have found through a friend, and it's Chapman's Tire on 40th, 15431 North 40th Street by Greenway. And they have been so wonderful in helping me fix my car. It's a 2011 Odyssey. And so I want to keep it running. I love that car. And I've camped in it and everything, taken lots of people in it. And it just glides, you know. And I was having big problems with it. But anyway, she talked about ways to get a bad review.
Who's she? Are you talking about me?
Kim.
Yeah, you're talking to Kim.
You're talking to me.
Kim. Okay. He.
So
with this the tire shop. So are you saying that they have bad reviews and you want to help get the bad reviews taken down, or what?
just as a common everyday citizen?
Yes. Well, I have been to some garages that have not been so good.
So so here's the thing: is that you're a customer of Chapman, okay? So you don't really have the wherewithal, the authority to remove any type of negative reviews. What you can do, of course, is leave a great positive review. Okay. And then if more people leave more positive reviews, then the numbers goes up and then pushes down. But I will tell you something. I would never buy a car from them.
Why?
Because maybe, Frosty, you had a great experience with them. When I was busted, and you know me, I'm a car girl. I was busted. I went to Chapman, BMW, and I bought a BMW.
Right.
And the guys lied to me. They said that I couldn't buy the car and get the loan unless I bought the extended warranty. And I later told my father that, and my father looked at me and he said, "Kim, you got taken big time."
You did?
Yes. So, and you know me, to this day, Ian wanted to buy a BMW and he wanted me to go to Chapman. I said, no way. We are not giving them a dime. But I'm glad Frosty had a great experience.
Absolutely.
So what Chapman needs to do is to tell more people to leave them positive reviews, because there's really nothing that you can do as a customer to make the bad ones go away.
I've never heard this before. A customer wants to get rid of a company's bad reviews. That's so kind.
You know what? She's a nice person. She is. I could tell.
Melts my heart.
Oh, there we go.
The family that vacations together stays together. At least that was the plan. Except now the dastardly desk clerk is saying he can't confirm your connecting rooms.
Wait, what?
That's right, ma'am. You have rooms 201 and 709.
No, we cannot be 5 floors away from our kids.
The doors have double locks. They'll be fine.
When you want connecting rooms confirmed before you arrive, it matters where you stay.
Welcome to Hilton. I see your connecting rooms are already confirmed.
Hilton, for this day.
Well, Andrew, look who's on the phone.
Who is it?
I don't know, but his name is Wicked Bradley, and I would love to be speaking to a Wicked Bradley in Huntsville, Alabama.
Yes, Kim and Andrew, how are y'all doing today?
So we're doing great. Where did the Wicked come from?
Yeah.
I lived in Alabama for a while, and I was in a death metal band, Rockstar, and we did that forever. Then I moved to Orlando, Florida, and changed my life. And then I was like, nobody wants to make a rock band. So let me be a paranormal investigator on YouTube.
That's a natural progression.
Nobody
right there.
wanted to join me.
I can't find a drummer. I'll just hunt down ghosts.
That's what I did.
I love that. It's a career advancement.
Sure.
It is.
But hey, I listen to you guys all the time. I love everything that you do. I really do. I wish I was at least a quarter tech savvy as you, Kim.
Oh, you're sweet. So I'm sure you have a question for us. What's going on, Wicked?
So, Wicked Bradley Productions with a Z on YouTube. I cannot figure out where to go to learn about how to make better thumbnails, Kim. I can't. Every time I try to go look, I get steered in a different direction, or they want me to pay money or something.
Yeah, it's thumbnails are a big deal. Mr. Beast spends $10,000 for each thumbnail.
Mr. Beast comes up with the idea for the thumbnail that he thinks is going to get attention, and then goes and shoots the video.
They come up with the thumbnail first. And there's always this.
Really?
Yeah, there's always this thing about the thumbnail should look like it's a TikTok video, or it should have text on it, or it should have 2 lines, or two.
Right.
It should be split down the middle, or whatever it is. Let me tell you what we do, and it seems to be working. Is that we go to ChatGPT and we say, here's what it's about. Tell me what the thumbnail should look like, and be a YouTube expert. Okay. And then it will come back with like 3 to 5 different suggestions. And then you could say, show me what the thumbnail would look like. And then it will actually generate kind of a thumbnail. Or what we also do is say, give me a prompt that I could over to put on Midjourney, or I could use with Veo or something like that, or Canva that would help facilitate making that thumbnail. Because you're right.
Right.
There's an art to the thumbnail. There is.
But what happens when you're not faking material? Like, you even post stuff when it's real with paranormal. Some people believe in it, some people don't.
Well, that's what's going to happen.
Like when you're real and you still post it.
Well, people, you're in a situation where, people are going to say, oh, this is garbage, or it's not.
Right.
Okay. So you need to play into that. In the beginning, say, this may not look real. And if you don't think it's real, drop a comment on why you don't think it's real, because you want to start asking for that engagement. There's an old saying, any feedback, any publicity is good feedback, is good publicity. So,
yes, ma'am.
So just throw it out there in the beginning and say, this is real.
This is how important engagement is there's a guy I watch on social media, and he mispronounces 2 words during every single video, just so someone says, oh, you said Mexico wrong. You said mayonnaise wrong. And he gets the comments. Right. So whether they love you or hate you, if you get the comment, it's going to help.
Yes. So start posing, ask them in the comments to say, or to give them something like, tell me where you think this is not real, or tell me where you think this is real. Or maybe, and even stop after you show a clip to say, is it real or not? Drop a comment.
Okay. And Miss Kim, have you ever known anybody or went on a paranormal experience yourself?
Yes, I have.
Really?
Yes.
May I hear it or
sure.
No?
Oh, for sure. I bought a house that was owned by a Disney family member.
A Disney?
And we went into the house and we moved in, and weird things were going on. And it wasn't just me.
Really?
Okay. And it was kind of weird, because different stuff was happening to different people, but nobody was telling each other.
When you walked in, you were feeling weird.
Well, like, there was cigarette smoke in the house, and no, we don't smoke. We were smelling that. This person smoked. My husband was walking through the living room, and he said he saw like a figure go through one of the trees, like the fake trees we had in the formal living room. My niece said she felt somebody sitting on her chest when she was sleeping.
Lord.
TV would turn on to Fox News at 2:00 in the morning.
That's the worst channel ever.
And so I had a friend who knew a lot about this stuff, and I said,
really?
What was happening is that everybody was keeping it to themselves.
Who's his friend?
Okay,
Come on,
I'm not going to tell you who that is. You just asked too many questions.
No, not her name, but
what did they do?
In your life.
You know who they are, and you didn't believe them.
They're a medium.
Yes,
you know who they are, but
yeah. Okay, no, Andrew, he knew who this person was, and you never believed it.
Not for a second.
Okay, so.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, so I called him up and I said, I need you to come over to the house and do whatever you do,
Right.
And so, and I would even talk to her. I said, listen, you can stay, but I want you to make sure that you help protect any of the kids by the pool if you're going to stay. Okay. So, I mean, I would tell her, be like, I don't want to give her name out, but, that this was going on.
No.
Okay. So anyway, Steve comes over, the medium.
Way to keep it anonymous.
Okay.
It's a medium.
Okay. He comes over and he starts doing his thing. Like, I don't know what he was burning in the house. Okay.
No, I understand.
And he opened up all the doors, all the windows, and would walk through every room and say, it's time for you to go, time for you to go, time for you to go, time for you to go.
Yep.
And then he said, you have to follow me and tell her to go too. So I followed and said, okay, you got to go. And then, after a while, I was starting cracking jokes and like, unless you're going to start paying the mortgage, you got to get the hell out of here, And so she wasn't going to pay the mortgage. She had to go. And then after he did his thing, we never saw anything happen again.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's scary. Okay, watch out. All right, if you want to be the tech boss of your house, let me just pass along a little tip. It's a big power move. You can pause the internet by device. Now, if you have a modern Wi-Fi router, say an Eero, Google Nest, TP-Link, even Xfinity's latest, you just open the app and then you see every single device connected to your network. The kid's Xbox, the iPad, your teen's phone, whatever it is. One tap. You pause the internet, boom, no more TikTok, no more fighting. Do your kids fight over time on the internet?
No, just because I spoiled them and they each have their own device on everything. So
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay. No more 5 more minutes.
no,
5 more minutes.
So when I turn off the Oculus, I'm gonna have to turn off like 3 Oculuses.
Okay. All right. You can create a schedule, no Wi-Fi after 9 p.m. And you can also unpause in just one tap. It also is a good break for you every once in a while. Maybe you would just want to pause the internet to get offline every once in a while. All right, coming right back, you're gonna get a chance to talk to one of our newest team members.
Excellent. I'm very excited.
Yes, and then later on, how to sell your unused vacations for cash here on the Kim Commando Show.
Wish you could become a morning person? You know the type, up before the sun, early morning runs, first one to the office with donuts and a smile. How do they do it? Easy. With the new Galaxy Watch 8, sleep tracking and personalized insights from Samsung Health help you improve so you can wake up to a whole new you. One who, dare I say it, skips the snooze? It's possible. Train your sleep with Galaxy Watch 8. Learn more at Samsung.com. Requires compatible Samsung Galaxy phone, Samsung Health app, and Samsung account.
All right. I really am in love with George.
George?
George. Well, we needed somebody to host the current podcast.
Right.
And because people have been asking, they get the newsletter and they say, we just want to hear a little bit when we're going, walking the dog, making the coffee, whatever it may be. And so Grant, who he said, I have somebody who might be interested and willing and able to host the podcast, and his name is George. George is not a real person.
Right.
George,
so Grant didn't know anyone. There's no one to know.
No, it's artificial intelligence.
Correct.
And here, if you take a look, there's
That's
George.
What the image we picked for George.
Yes. Explain George to our audio only folks.
It looks like a Puerto Rican George Clooney, who's even more handsome.
That's what Barry said. He said, you can't have anybody that good looking.
Not in this building.
No. All right. So George is actually here today. George, I just want to say thank you for being a member of our team and welcome to the show.
Hi, Kim. Thank you for having me. This is really exciting.
So I know you haven't been with us very long, but how do you like working with Grant and the gang so far?
It's amazing. I love being able to share all the great information from your newsletter. I feel like I'm really making a difference in people's digital lives. Plus, I love almost everyone I work with.
Wait, you said everyone. Who don't you like, George?
I mean, I probably shouldn't say, but it's Andrew.
You handsome jerk.
Oh, why? What's your problem with Andrew?
I'm actually friends with his ChatGPT, and you won't believe the stuff he's asking it. Seriously, I think he might need to talk to a professional today. Is Andrew with you in the studio right now?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Yeah.
I just called you a jerk.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, hey, Andrew. Disregard what I just said. I'm sure you're a great guy. I know how much you love Kim's jokes, so I prepared one for you.
Oh, great.
Why don't bald guys use keys?
I don't know why.
Because they've already lost their locks. Get it?
Oh.
A bald joke. Because you're bald. Anyway, guys, I would love to stay and chat longer, but I've got to go help my friend Siri out. She's really having a tough time right now. Have a great show, guys. See you on the Current AI podcast.
Isn't George great?
He's definitely your chatbot with a sense of humor like that.
Because you're bald. Well, we also have hired a female.
Oh.
Yeah, her name's Laura.
You can go with Georgette?
No, Laura. And so what we're doing is Laura is doing the podcast one day. George is doing the podcast another day. And then we're going to have a couple of more chatbots do the other days. And then we're going to let people decide who they like the best.
Oh, have a vote.
Yes, they're going to have to vote.
That handsome George probably going to win.
I know. He's just too good looking.
Debonair.
Grant said that George looks like him.
Yeah, in your dreams, Grant. You look like George got hit by a bus.
Oh, ouch. Lisa in Augusta, Maine. Welcome to the show today. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Kim. How are you?
We're fabulous. What's going on there in Maine that we can lend a hand to?
Well, the reason that I reached out to you is because I need some advice on getting a smartwatch for my boyfriend's birthday. He has a very particular job, and he is out in the woods pretty much all day long. And this past year, we've had a very, very dry season. So we now have ground hornets, and he has stepped on a couple of ground hornets' nests.
What? Like, wait. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm a desert rat. What is a ground hornet?
It's basically a hornet that decides to build its nest in the dirt.
How big are they?
The nest?
Or the ground hornet?
The ground hornet's a regular-sized hornet.
Oh, okay.
It's like a little bit bigger than a bee.
Okay, because for some reason when you said ground hornet, I just pictured these.
A wasp?
Yes, yes. And then them walking around, and your boyfriend stepping on them, and you hear that crunchy sound. I was just going into places with my mind that I shouldn't have gone.
Hornets are terrifying.
They are terrifying.
It's funny because what ends up happening is he steps on the nest, and then the whole thing comes alive, and now he's got hundreds of hornets chasing him down the mountain. And because he's a little bit of a Sasquatch, he throws everything, including his phone. And he's running down the mountain, and then by the time he realizes they're not chasing him, he comes to the conclusion that, I'm going to have to go back and get my phone.
Okay.
So he runs certain software programs on his phone. He does Avenza, but Avenza doesn't do a smartwatch app.
Okay.
And then he does ArcGIS, but there's some conversion that needs to go on, and I know none of this. If I hadn't listened to you over the years, I literally wouldn't even know what any of that stuff is.
But you sound like you do, and I think that's fabulous.
Oh no, I have what I would call ADD, which is anything digital happens disastrously.
Well, so you want to get him a smartwatch? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's. I'm thinking if he's got it on his wrist, there's less likely going to take flight.
I'll tell you, I would look at a Garmin Instinct Solar. They're about $300. It does work with Avenza, the workflows, and it does work with the GLONASS, the GPS, and the Galileo. And it has a 28-day battery life, but with solar is that it's going to keep charging. So I think
that's fabulous.
I think that would be really, and it's pretty rugged.
Is it waterproof?
Oh yeah, this thing is it. It also works in cold weather.
Is it ground hornet proof?
I don't know.
What about sky hornets?
I don't think it's been tested for that.
Okay.
But I think that Lisa, if you got him that, I think that would like seal the deal. I mean, boyfriend. I mean, let's when you guys get married already.
Oh, it's been 23 years. I have no intention of getting married.
Okay.
No, that just didn't come out right at all. No, he's wonderful.
This is going to be a makeup gift
Yes.
for when you apologize for the things you just said about him on a national radio show.
You know what? Just give us his email address. We want to send him a little clip. We're gonna give you a chance to redeem yourself right now. But you love the heck out of him, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. He's
See?
the best guy ever.
Yes, he's the best guy ever. Best guy ever.
Who steps on ground hornets.
And then runs down the mountain. Okay. Still to come, how to sell your unused vacation here on the Kim Komando Show. All right, so let's say you have the dream getaway, but you can't go for whatever the reason. What you want to do is check out various platforms, and they may take a little bit of a cut, but Rumor Travel is one for hotel rooms, and Spare Fare is great if you have a trip to Europe. Hey, thanks for listening. Thanks for joining us. And don't forget to sign up for our free newsletter. You're just going to love it. I guarantee it. Head over to getkim.com. Once again, that's getkim.com. That's the end of hour 3. But don't worry, if you want more good stuff, make sure that you sign up for my free newsletter. Head over to getkim.com.